John's from Dorking in Surrey, and basically John says he's got a friend who says there are cars that can do 0 to 100 miles an hour in a second, and John doesn't believe it. Well, John, there are.
But don't worry, John, you won't see one of these steaming down the high street, which is probably just as well. With that sort of acceleration, they're as likely to take to the skies as head for the finishing line. They're drag racers, and here's how Britain's top driver gets his kicks.
Barry Sheavills may be no spring chicken, but he's still one of the fastest men in the world. He's been racing cars for over 25 years. He's won hundreds of races, but he's actually spent less than an hour on the track. How? Well, although he tops 230 miles per hour, his races usually last just 6 seconds, and all in just a quarter of a mile. Yes, he's a drag racer, where drivers are paired against each other and the clock for the fastest, shortest races on Earth. How does that feel?
Everybody out there's got to imagine the best feeling they've ever had. Multiply it by 10,000, and that's the feeling I get.
The classic drag car is very long and very thin. Barry's 27-footer is 30 times more powerful than the average family car and built for nothing but speed. Basically, it's just a metal skeleton made from aircraft tubing with a small hard seat for Barry. At the back are 2 huge fat wheels, at the front 2 skinny ones. And at the heart of the beast is this massive V8 engine, 7,000 cc and 3,000 brake horsepower. It runs on super high octane methanol, which is basically pure alcohol. Fuel consumption, 32 gallons to the mile. Engines like these need a real kick to get them going, so this portable chainsaw starter is used to fire them up.
Yet with all that power, the car still stops safely. How? These bags at the back hold parachutes, which on release knock the cars back to 100 miles per hour. Then drivers can use ordinary brakes to bring the cars to rest. The instant they streak across the finish line, this electronic scoreboard registers time and speed over the quarter mile. As each car passes these beacons placed along the track, it breaks a beam which sends a signal to a timing computer above the starting line. The computer instantly converts the signals into the speed and time figures and then flashes them up onto the scoreboard.
Drag races are really won or lost before they even start, because it's all down to a driver's reactions to the starting signal. Well, this series of lights is called the Christmas tree. It's operated by this man, the starting marshal. And the secret of success is to let go of the handbrake the instant the green light goes. If you're late, you lose. If you're early, you're disqualified.
So what's the secret of success?
We're bringing up to the car 5,000 revs, holding it there, into stage, holding the handbrake, and we're off in that second gear, 185 miles an hour, top gear, 5 seconds, and we're just bringing the car down to stop. Didn't see the competitor, I think we've won now, we're okay. Right, the car's stopped. Here we go.
So you don't just slam the accelerator pedal to the floor, and drivers have to make sure their wheels grip. How? They burn rubber before the race starts. Over the first few yards of the track, drivers spin those fat rear tires in water. Friction makes the tires lay down a coat of rubber. This is what the wheels grip at the start of the race. If you don't do it properly, though...
They're away together, and right up his... Wow, right over the top, an incredible lift off there. Well, he just had so much power there. Rico Anthes.
When you take on a sport like this, you've got to be aware that it's dangerous. I've always sort of semi-prepared myself for a crash, because every time you get in one, you could have a crash.
But Barry fights on. This meeting was held over 2 days. More than 30 cars competed in qualifying heats for a place in the finals. Burn up after burn up, race after race, on into the night. It's expensive, dangerous and exhausting, and it doesn't even last very long. So why does Barry do it?
On the good days, I know why I do it, yeah. It's for winning. It's to win for everyone around me. All my friends and my team, and it keeps us all together.
And yes, on the last race of the last day, Barry blasted through to win yet again.
It's incredible. He was so gentle. He didn't seem like it'd be a drag race, did he?
No, wasn't even wearing a frock. Anyway, he's top man, #1 in his...